somebody has said, to verify. So what somebody is he going to have to the research organization? Yes. That it will lead to either ID to it or remove it from it. As far as I think it's only going to keep them up. It will keep them up on recent technology. Knowledge right now. Knowledge curriculum. Okay. Curriculum. Prepare their curriculum. For all the various levels of homeland. Prepare yes. When you review something, that means you also update. You may have this, you may even have one that you have to do this better than what you don't have to do. You can have to do. So, telecom? Media is not sure. They don't even know. They just have what to do. They start doing the opportunities in our media for knowledge sharing. And dissemination of information for media commission.
I hear good conversations. We have 5 more minutes, so 5 more minutes.
Because there will be more farm products when the media is I think the other media, they will do the same thing that media will do.
I can think of a couple of things, right? One might be connecting with private sector, move. I'm trying to fight the Banku, yes. If you, yes. One action, one sticky note. If not, then I'll bring you some. First things first, obviously read what the opportunities and
on finance. He's just tracing it to all. Okay. What was captured on finance?
Action. Excuse me, how would the harvesting of information?
like you guys are good on
Sorry, before we forgot what he gave us as a key. Let us. Okay.
Yes. No,
Membership fee.
Stepping down.
No. Membership fee. Where before you join us and you pay if I take a month, it is the money that we use to finance.
Okay, directly.
That's the one there. Lack of trust.
Partnership.
So awareness creation.
Partnership.
Yeah, anyway. Where we started from
the stakeholders,
it's a whole of we are from somewhere.
No. It does not need to be
So
just
it's
partner.
not something that
We can partner. You may have capability in one area, I don't.
so we have
Come
opportunity.
together.
And now that you are coming, hey, I see. To back it. Back it.
Okay, so users. User fee. Okay, user fee. Different from the membership.
User too can come on that platform. If I know Google has capacity, we have.
But they are not using it.
They don't even know. They don't even know. I want to make my market to be known worldwide. Google is already established. You can sign be in an agreement, they give me a specific amount of money and I give it to them, they commercialize it. It's partnership. It can come in any time. Why? Are there no people who wrote those what they are using for them?
Don't forget that crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing. I said crowdsourcing.
Even the data I got from them, I can give it to Google to use. They may not necessarily
User fee or user contribution.
user support. He needs the data.
Contribution.
Capacity is using human technical know-how you have the power you have availability of like universities now, exchange program. Exchange program.
Exchange
Under university.
But wait.
Research and development. R&D.
Between developers and the users. Or universities, we are talking about universities. Yes. Students. Sponsorship can also come.
Exchange programs between students.
One on the topic.
Is it monitoring?
This one.
No, this one is going on this one.
Sponsorship. Okay, human resources. Sponsorship.
I think Ablato of human resources go for it.
That will push. Availability of human resources. Sponsorship. Is that what you mean?
An exchange program.
Yeah, that one is here. So I think sponsorship and training basically.
And training.
So, development partners, CG, USID, NASA, and what is the challenge here?
Yeah.
They are not domesticated.
Okay.
So, if it is not domesticated, how do we find a solution to that? How do we find a solution to that?
They can't be tracking them.
Let's see the opportunity. Let's see the opportunity. They say the opportunity for
Capacity building. They do like what we are doing here now. They are the one who sponsor this. So, what do we
Mentoring.
Yes, can come under
training.
Scholarship or sponsorship. So I can let's say we have like samples. I only
Ezra takes full responsibility, then we are going to mentor staff or something like an in-house training.
In-house training. Can we put it that way? In-house training.
All right.
Asia. A-D-U-R-R-E. Oh, okay.
In-house training.
In-house
All right. He's there.
What does it mean?
about the mentorship.
Talking
Oh,
about
okay.
mentor.
Because for instance, I mean,
In-house training, the way I'm talking, that is separate. Mentoring is
yeah,
Yeah.
but you actually, because for instance, let's say,
I'm not saying it's not right, but I'm saying this one.
Mentoring is more
like
more elaborate.
that's all. Okay, then I think
going to mentor you.
and mentoring. Oh, no, fuck on.
So the defense is the security services. We have prisons, we have immigration, the army, all these people. You can say we are brainstorming, so it's welcome. Okay. We are all brainstorming. Did you do something out of it? So that it will be meaningful.
All right, about 3 more minutes. I do realize some people are done, so I'm just going to tell you what the next thing is. The next thing is we're going to organize our actions by short-term, medium-term, long-term. Yeah. So if you can put your sticky notes into 3 groups, short-term, medium-term, long-term. Short-term meaning just like 6 months from now. Medium-term meaning 1 to 2 years from now. And long-term meaning 2 years from now, like 2 to 5 years. So we want to see what actions we need to take immediately, which ones can wait maybe a year, and which ones are more longer term, maybe 2 to 5 years. So you should have 3 groups when you're done.
Short-term and long-term. So, in as much as
technical partnership. I mean, universities may partner with collaboration. Whatever we want to do. When you want to do collaboration is when you have to support collaboration. Somebody has bigger, you have partnership. The partnership. I don't know, whatever. Sometimes it's very technical. Limited knowledge. There is no limited knowledge. That's very limited.
they've done it already.
What do you mean by power? You like? Not like. Power is a lack of limited power.
The driving force. The driving force. Exactly. Yeah.
Are we putting it long term? Okay, so let's start. So which one are we putting?
The short term. So now it's short term. Is it not true? Short term and long term. Long term and short term. Hey. 1 to 2. And long term is 10 years.
Let's start with short term. So let's bring all of them here. No. I want to bring all of them here. Then we focus on short term. So now short term. Let's go.
term. Oh, it's not long term. Medium term. Medium term. It's been long time. Ghana, we are in Ghana. We are in Ghana. We are trying to get back. And I tell you.
You can medium. If this directive comes based on the song,
But where we can't talk. That's it. That one.
2 more minutes. If you haven't already started grouping, start your grouping. Medium term, short term, medium term, long term.
In Africa,
And then we're gonna
East Africa, Ghana.
have a action plan. Woo.
Medium. Medium. Because born before computer. Oh, when you know. Oh. Which one? So that one medium. Medium. Then before, yes. And moreover, born before computer is to be doing that. So it should be medium. You get it? So at least to capture them. Don't keep long. We are brainstorming. We are brainstorming.
This is my prayer. For those of you who are not ready, find readiness within yourself. Okay, let me see. What song do I want to play? Okay, this is a good one. I like this song. Nice and upbeat.
Yeah, yeah.
5 minutes.
You know you're always on time for me. You know you never told lies to me.
Come on.
Tell me when you want me, Lord. You can call me your private. You never been rude, no. Don't know what's going on anymore. And I could try and do things my way, but it just ain't those. How can I replace your love? You got so much to give, and you got so much to lend. I don't deserve what you give. Lord, I do not deserve your love. You got so much to give, and you got so much to lend. I don't deserve it. You keep giving me so much love, so much love, so much love, so much love. Oh, Lord, how can I replace your love? You got so much to give. You give so much love, so much love. You keep serving me the like no waiter. I see me doing like your way. Trying to find you with the like locator. That's what I want you in my life for. Everything goes your way. I'll never let a thing go no way. You know I got a thing for your grace. I shouldn't try to do things my way, no. How can I replace your love? You got so much to give, and you got so much to lend. I don't deserve what you give. No, I do not deserve your love. You got so much to give, and you got so much to lend. I don't deserve it. You keep giving so much love, so much love, so keep me in company. Lord, how can I replace your love? You got so much to give, and you got so much to lend. I don't deserve what you give. No, I do not deserve your love. You got so much to give, and you got so much to lend. I don't deserve it. You keep giving me so much love, so much love, so much love, so much love. Whoa. Lord, how can I replace your love? You got so much to give. You give so much love, so much love. So much. So much.
All right, that's time. If you can hear me, can I get a wave? Can I get a wave? All right, some people are not waving, so I don't think you can hear me. Should I scream? Should I shout? Wow, network, hey, this next 6 months, you people will be busy, yo. I think. Wow, okay. So right now we have a timeline, and what I want us to do actually is check through this timeline to see feasibility. So I'm going to read it, actually. So in the next 6 months, are we here? In the next 6 months, we've prioritized in capacity building, creation of public awareness and education in the next 6 months. Okay. And then a form of cross-fertilization between organizations in terms of sharing data and capacity building. Okay, this one I can see happening, but this will rely on the network for sure. Under network, we have in-house training. In-house meaning, where's the network? In-house meaning, okay, so employee, this is for private sector or who? Private sector. Training on use of big data and cloud computing. Okay, and availability of internet and power in 6 months. Long term, because this is Africa. So. Yep. All right. Provision of personnel with technical know-how. In the next 6 months. Interesting. Online learning. Okay.
Get you an extra mile to get it done.
Okay. All right. And then partnerships, which is super vague. I don't know what that means. Partnerships. Partnerships. No. There was user fee. I didn't mention that one, but partnerships, it just says partnership.
With the partnership, like if you have your like your own cloud, and then here is the case, you have some kind of.
Speak into the mic. I don't think people can.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, like you have your own cloud. As a company, for instance, we have our own cloud, and here is the case. Like we need some kind of money to be able to finance the engineers, to be able to like get some development work done. Maybe, for instance, like if you have our own PAAS. Okay. So with that one, instead of being a small company, and we might not have the the ability to be able to finance those projects. So what we can do is we can talk to maybe Google or like Microsoft Azure, for instance, and then we not selling our idea to them, but to partner with them, as engineers, so that they can also finance our company to be able to achieve the kind of project that we actually want to embark on our cloud platform.
Okay, got it. In service provision, in the short term, we have identifying the service provider. Can you explain that? For the service provider group, that wrote this. Can you explain identifying the service provider? Hey, is it you? Identifying the service provider. Yeah.
First of all, it's a kind of mapping
Okay.
where the service providers are and
Okay.
identifying who they are and profiling them.
I can agree with that in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
And then sharing that with the network.
Yeah, and then you share that with the network.
Right.
Yeah.
Mapping service providers, profiling them, share with network.
Sort of. It's going to take us through some Google Earth engine. It's a knowledge we've gained. Now, when we go back to our schools or our various ministries, we should implement this knowledge using the
No strengthening. All right, so these are our plans for the next 6 months. Wow, okay. And then medium term, 1 to 2 years. So we have capacity building, equipping the security agency with the technology for tracking criminal activities within the 1 or 2 years. Okay, it's possible, yeah. That's good. Open data platforms. I don't understand. Capacity building, open data,
When we were brainstorming, okay, we had the idea that, okay, so let's take an agency or even a sector like health.
Okay.
We have a lot of health institutions that are already working on certain health related issues. Okay, so if health on their own could have their own open data portal, right, where let's say Ministry of Health could share data with, say, an NGO. The NGO could share data with another institution. The whole topic here is health.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So if we could build open data portals to focus on one particular sector, I mean, it will go a long way to help.
So how do you build capacity with that? Because it says open data platforms is under capacity building. So are you going to train the hospital on 6 months? December is here. We've even lost 3 months. Research forums. Research forums. So network, as in you would host research. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. And then sponsorship and training. Sponsorship and training for network. What is the meaning?
So when I talk about sponsorship, so some companies, what they usually do is they do pre-finance some of their employees
Okay.
to go and have some kind of an advanced knowledge about a particular kind of technology.
Okay.
So it's basically like trying to finance the engineering team or anyone who is contributing. I mean, who is after like his service is actually needed to get some kind of education somewhere, so that the person will bring the kind of knowledge that he or she got into the company.
Okay, so leveraging the network for learning opportunities. Kind of like exchange, but not for students. Okay. Service provision, we have complementary matching. Service provision. Complementary matching. This is Mike. Here's a mic here.
The complementary matching is, let me take, for example, like I need something, my strength. She's having my strength, and like I'm in need of it. So we have to come together in order to match it and get what we want.
Okay, I'm going to put this between the network and service provision because I think you both have that. Implementation matrix of the complementary needs. Okay. Explícame, por favor. No lo I don't understand. Under service provision, implementation matrix of the complementary needs. Okay, yeah.
As it says, when you finally match my needs with your resources, you have the resources, I have the need, and we are matching and seeing how we support each other. Then you come, how do I get that resource from you? That is the matrix, how you shall implement the exchange of those needs against the identified gaps.
Okay, so this is kind of a follow-on from the mapping exercise.
Yeah,
so once
from
we
the
actually
mapping
map
exercise.
out
Yeah.
the service providers and we know what the strengths, weaknesses
Yeah,
are,
yeah.
the pestle, then we can actually start to bridge.
The implementation, the exchange now.
Right.
Yeah.
Got that. And then last is budget and resource mobilization in service provision.
Yeah.
Do service providers need budget?
Yeah. We need a budget because.
I mean, okay. Talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Not.
Okay.
Yeah.
According to what they said, like, in order to get what I need, there are a lot of things involved, which are time, cost. So we all need this thing, which are placed down. How much does it cost to get this thing, this resources there? How much does it cost for it to reach my end? So that is it.
Okay. So we have a bit of a time constraint in that we're read, put to the fore, and then also add your comments. Did you, I don't know how we want to close this out, just dismiss, because we're 20 minutes. Okay. All right. Are there any questions, actually, as we close this out?
The questions, are they concerning to what we did today, or we can add what we did yesterday also?
That definitely is. But okay, yes, it sounds like, yep. Please, you need a mic because we're
Which is the first one?
The first one I said, are they categories in this cloud computing?
May not be probably, depending, you may have to buy some services. AWS, you may have to buy some are free. So does that answer the first question? No, the other mobile computing, it's all about it's about computing available while in motion, and then cloud computing facilitates that. For example, you want to make a document, the electricity somewhere, and then you just stop it, you get it. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think of mobile computing as cords and cloud computing as like cordless. I mean, mobile requires you to have hardware that, and everything that you do is stored in that specific. Always open to everyone, but everyone can have access if you allow them. Whereas with mobile computing, except like you do maybe Bluetooth connections or whatever, it's really limited to the hardware that thing is, happening on. Yeah, so that's, to me, how I differentiate the two. Anything else?
I have a question. Okay, so it's not really, I don't know if it's going to sound more like a question, but I know this looks and sounds more like a brainstorming session. And the focus of this session is to drive policy. Okay, and
Drive action, whether it's policy or otherwise.
whether it's policy and all. Yeah. Another thing that we need to understand is we are from different backgrounds. Okay, the situations in Ghana will be different from Nigeria, will be different from Senegal. Okay, how are these brainstorming sessions, or this particular one, okay, how is it going to affect the individual nuance?
That Severe, as was described earlier, has hubs across the continent. They work with different organizations across the continent. And through this brainstorming and through this, they can build an action plan for how they can work together to address some of the issues around cloud computing and big data towards, they are focused, on, solving specific developmental problems. And the hope is that by, working on cloud computing and mobile data or big data issues in that space, it'll unlock opportunities in other spaces. So that's sort of the beginning. I don't know if someone else wants to add anything. I think there's a mic. We're recording, so we need you to have a mic.
Yeah, so, the purpose of this whole exercise, in this case, is to come up with an action plan to use the facilities that we have, use the expertise that we have that we can call on. Not just Servier, we have lots of partners, we have lots of people who work with us and want to work with us. So what we're going to do is put together a community of practice on a large scale, okay? And we will promote it. Servier will support it and promote it so that it can work with the communities of practice in other countries, okay, to introduce cloud and to introduce especially machine learning. We'll have a permanent staff for at least a year, probably longer, who's an expert in machine learning, is really very well prepared in machine learning. And he will rotate from country to country to help the people who are working on services that are working on different aspects. We also will have expertise on how to use the cloud, where to use the cloud, where to get on the cloud, how to pay for it, all that. So we will support this effort, at least for West Africa, and we're going to try to hook up with our hub in Nairobi and have them supported in East Africa. And that's the idea. So right now they're just finishing up putting together a declaration of intent that they will present in a few minutes that will point out the things that we have observed and also that what we want to do. But it's really very simple. We want to promote, we want to put together this community of practice, and we want to support it, and we want it to be working directly with the countrywide necessary to move this forward. Okay? It needs to be part of that work plan. So it's probably too late now because we're just about to finish the work plan for 2020. But the next one, we will ask for help. We will see what we can do to organize things so that there's a participation by the private sector in the 2021 work plan. Okay?
There are no more questions or comments, then yeah, that's the end of the session. And we'll go back to the main auditorium following the session. But again, if you have anything to add here, please don't be shy. Take a sticky note, add on to the. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you so much.
Yeah, just wait for just a minute. On fait la fermeture, la clôture, ils vont lire on va lire la déclaration, mais la déclaration, declaración. No necesita la declaración. Apoye la declaración. Bueno.
Hello? Madam Ama, are we done? No refreshments.
No sitting
Our work
allowance.
done. Oh, okay. For our work done, we done a big job.
Yes, we thank you so much for the work that you've done. That's why I said give yourselves a round of applause. No, you didn't even clap.
Ah.
So,
You need to be consulting us more often, okay?
me, I don't know anything about that. I can't help you with that one.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I realize that we're sort of just kind of leaving, but as a matter of fact, this process will continue, and fortunately we've enjoyed the presence of Mr. Ernest Aube from ECOWAS, who will help us finalize the report, and you'll all receive copies of that report, and we will continue engaging in creating a community of practice that can pursue this. I'm going, Ernest, would you like to say anything? The closing ceremony has already begun, so we should continue.
Yeah, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and all participants. On behalf of the ECOWAS Commission, I want to thank all of you, individually and collectively, for your inputs into this 3 days forum. Please, let's have one meeting. I want to thank all of you for your inputs into this 3 days forum. It's been very beneficial. A lot of good ideas have come forward, and I want to assure you that we'll move on to the next steps. Thank you very much to Savir for your continued support to the ECOWAS region. Thank you very much to NASA, USAID, and all our facilitators from the partner institutions in Senegal, Niger, and Nigeria, and other countries. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
So thank you again, and please would you join the rest of the conference in the plenary hall.